Hey, how's it? This is Austin T. This is going to be the robotics final lettering. All right, pretty short and sweet. We're just going to attach a pen to the end of the FANUC and draw out CPTCAT on paper. We're also going to utilize position registers within the FANUC programming. So let's go check it out. All right, so this lab wasn't entirely successful, but we will analyze what went wrong with it. The main issue was variability, and more variability. First of all, the board was uneven. It's hard to see in the video, but it was an aluminum plate board. So one end of the aluminum plate board flexed up and down as the robot attempted to push the pen into it. I added some extra paper to the deformed plate to try to compensate for that variability, and it did help a little bit. We will see in one of these other test videos that before the paper was added, the lettering was slightly worse as shown. The next variability problem was the pen itself in the end effector. As I was programming each point on the robot, I had to keep the pen out of the end effector so it didn't scrape up. And then each time I tested with the pen, I applied it at different heights just by eyeballing it instead of measuring. So thus, more variability was introduced on the pen distances. And I'm sure a lot of you have used Sharpies before, and as you write more and more with it, one side starts to deform and turn into a blunt edge. The same thing happened too when I started using one side on the robot more. I ended up having to adjust the height of the pen, and that equals more variability. Finally, the position register worked pretty good of transferring from the original C to the new C, and it saved a lot of work in the end. However, I miscalculated a little bit. So this shows the position register function. What it did was transfer the most left C from the starting reference point, and it pasted it to the right side over there using the start reference point and the end point over there. However, I didn't give enough space on the end point over there horizontally, and as a result, the back end curve of the C started to collide with the T a little bit, as shown by the red X over there. So overall, position registers can save quite a bit of time. You just got to calculate the horizontal distances correctly. And even though it's touching the T, it was okay in my book, as long as it wasn't overlapping. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you, Jason, for teaching robotics during COVID. And just remember, variability is the enemy.